Hey, friend. Welcome back to Grow My Business, the podcast that helps you sell with confidence, market with intention, ditch the social media overwhelm, and build a business that fits your real life. This is episode 76, and I forgot to celebrate last week on episode 75. So, woohoo! We made it to 75, and now we're at 76. And today's topic is a big one. It's about how to sell without feeling salesy or pushy or slimy. You know that icky feeling that comes up when you start to talk about your offer, that voice that whispers something like, I don't want to bother them, or I don't want to be pushy, or I'm not a salesperson. Yeah, that voice. We're going to reframe that today and help you shift from sales avoidance to sales confidence. So let's talk about what salesy actually means, right? Most of us have had a bad experience with a pushy salesperson. Maybe it was a high-pressure car salesman, or maybe someone slid into your DMs that you barely know, trying to sell you something, right? So that's not what we're doing here. That's transactional selling. And your small business is building relationships. You are building relationships. You're not building pressure, okay? So when you care about people, when you're listening well, and when you're solving a real problem, selling isn't pushy. Selling is service, okay? So let's go a little deeper here. So let's reframe sales in 3 different ways. And yes, I'm sticking with the power of 3s. There's actually science behind remembering 3 things versus remembering 2 or 1 or 4 or 5. If you put things in 3s, people remember it longer. So anyway, reframe number 1. Sales is a conversation. It's not a pitch. You are not forcing someone to purchase your thing. So stop thinking about it like a performance and start thinking about it like a conversation. You're going to ask more questions. Yes, I said it again this week. We're going to ask more questions. We're going to listen actively, and we're going to be curious. Your job is not to convince them. Your job is to understand and then help them, okay? Your job is to serve them through selling, through having a conversation where you understand what their problems are and how you can help them solve them, okay? Reframe number 2. If you believe in what you offer, you're doing people a favor. I cannot tell you how many times that I get into conversations with people who say, I'm not a salesperson, or I'm not good at sales, or I don't want to sell. Well, here's the deal. If you know your product or service helps people, then telling them about it isn't annoying. It's actually generous. And I believe that if you're solving people's problems, you're actually obligated to tell them you have something that could solve their problem. Imagine withholding it because you didn't want to feel salesy. That's not humility, that's fear. And as a Christian entrepreneur, I am called, and you are called, not to live in fear. We're not to do things out of fear. We're to do them out of humility. We're to do them out of service. And you're solving a problem. So you should be proud of that, and you should be wanting to talk about it when you know someone has the problem that you can solve, okay? So you're obligated. In my mind, you're obligated. So just reframe that right on out of your brain. If you believe in what you offer, you're doing someone a favor by telling them about it, okay? Reframe number 3. Your offer is actually the bridge to a better life. Sales is the bridge between a problem and a solution. It's the in-between of where someone is now and where they want to be, okay? And when you position your offer as that bridge, the conversation becomes collaborative and easier. It's not confrontational. It's not pushy. You're not pushing someone. You're walking alongside them and helping them see how you can help solve the problem that they have and get them to where they want to be, okay? So quick tip here. I want you to replace selling with serving. It's a simple mindset shift. Every sales conversation is just a chance to serve someone better. And when you show up and serve, not convince, I'm talking serving, you show up differently. And that energy is magnetic, and people will want to buy from you when you bring a servant's heart and a servant's energy to the conversation. If you're sitting at home going, gosh, I wish I could learn to sell like that, I have a solution for you. This is exactly what I teach inside my brand new course, Sales Simplified, 7 Weeks to Selling with Confidence. It's made for small business owners and entrepreneurs who want to stop winging it and start selling with strategy and from a place of service. You'll learn how to have a calm, confident conversation. You'll learn how to ask better questions that lead people to a yes. You'll learn how to handle objections with ease. You'll be able to follow up without feeling like you're bothering someone. And finally, you will close more sales. And that's what you want, right? You want to close more sales because you want your business to thrive and serve more people. Go to sales.lindsayfletcher.co to get all the details and to enroll. And the best part is that you will have access to all of future updates in this course. Okay, again, go to sales.lindsayfletcher.co. I've linked this in the show notes. Here are your final thoughts for today. You don't have to become someone else to be good at sales. You don't have to fake it till you make it. You can sell in a way that feels honest, generous, and effective, because selling isn't something that you do to someone, it's something that you do for them, okay? And as always, I am cheering you on. I'm praying for you and your business, and I hope today's episode gave you the freedom to sell without the ick. I'll talk to you next time, friend.